aha moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Bouaga only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Bouaga
that was built by former President George Weah. We are upstairs and live right here in the Douala market. This is the market that was built by former President George Weah. We are upstairs here. This place has been abandoned by marketers. There is not one person here. Just a few days ago, I was here. I'm back here today to take a look at this place. And unfortunately for us, only one person has a shop here. I spoke with that brother. He has helped me with some information, and so keep following. This place has been abandoned. You can see that. Only one shop here is open. Everything here is closed and sealed up. A part of that. Earlier on coming in, I met a child who was being here. The kids, they are up here playing football. You can see all of the stores, all of the shops that were placed here, sealed up. And I've been told there is no bathroom place up here. When they were building this place, no bathroom, toilets here. So you can see here and get down to go and pee. You can see here. It's a huge spider web here. Huge spider web is here. This place has been abandoned. Nobody here, no marketer here. So we are going to the other place. This is the market that was built by President Weah, former President George Weah, in the Douala market here. So you can see the kids, they are playing football upstairs here. No one wants to be here. Yeah. So let's go along. This place is totally empty. Only one person up here who has a printing press here. You can see this place. Only this place is open. That is the guy who helped me. Yeah. Only one person here. So let's go. We'll take you through. My man, that was my, yeah, that was my. So the kids here are playing football. So they use this place to play, you know, especially when they come from school, helping their mom in the market. So they will come here to play because this place, nobody's here. Yeah. Spider web.
Now, those of you that are watching, I want to say welcome to all of you. I want to appreciate all of you. And as usual, we ask that you hit for us the share button. You know, when I received this video, I was in shock. I was really, really in shock. And it was a devastating moment for me to see this video. In fact, some of the things that are even happening at the Douala market, not everything captured on this video, but to just give you a view or to just give you a synopsis of what is happening in this video. All of us are aware of the Douala market. When His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah took over as President of the Republic of Liberia, one of his dreams was to ensure that our mothers, who made up a very, very important part of our economy, help with the stimulation process of our economy, that they are giving a befitting place to sell their markets. The dream of President Weah was to ensure that the places that our mothers sell, they are habitable, because he believed that where you do your business, where you get your daily bread, should be catered to just as your home, because that is a home away from homes. And so we saw what happened around the country, where President Weah carried on a serious process of building markets that will meet not just Liberian standard, but international standard. And one of the markets that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah was able to impact was the Douala market. All of us know the Douala market. That Douala market was built according to international standard. Where down you have, the people who get a market table, and then upstairs was where they have all of the shops, and all of the shop upstairs. All of the shop, they were all upstairs. So that at the end of the day, you will have a place that will be well structured. And that place was built. And there were many people who went to take shop from down there. In fact, at one point in time, I myself, I needed shop to that particular area, this Douala market, but I could not get it because people had taken all of the shop. With the hope that they were going to start, using the place, people who go into China to buy, people who go in Nigeria and other areas, they were going to buy, people who buy in wholesale, the rice, blah, 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 they were going to start using that particular area. After the election, fellow Liberians, Douala market has been abandoned, completely abandoned. I want to welcome the Honorable Roosevelt Arrow Johnson. You are welcome, sir. How are you? So Douala market, the people have abandoned Douala market. And we were able to send somebody there to go and ask the people why. And one person that they asked, in fact, an authority was asked about the Douala market. And what that authority said was scary. The authority said, how you people expect this Douala market to be populated? The authority said, even the people who are selling their how you call a table market, they don't even have money to even go buy their pepper and chicken soup, because things prices are going up on a daily basis. The authority said, Douala market, you can come there and play football. That's how the place is clear, the market itself. So you can come there and play football. The authority was telling those that we sent there, said, most of the people who were selling in the market, some of them are home. It's not that they go different to go and sell, but some can't even afford to sell in the market because they don't even have the to sell in the market. They don't have the money. So most of them are sitting home. And the authority said, so the person asked, but what's about upstairs? The place was a very fine area. He said, upstairs, talking about the people said are selling pepper and chicken soup. They ain't got money to go buy pepper bucket. Then you're talking about shop. All of these people that you see in the shop, all of them, they abandoned the shop. So the authority was explaining that most of these people, Some of these people during the time President we were president, some of them went to these banks and took loan because the government initiated some kind of loan, the Propo loan.
Yeah.
So most of these people were planning to take that Propo loan so they can go buy rice and other things and fill in the shop. But now that President we is not there for the people to even get money. The people were selling pepper and chicken soup to get money to buy one carton of pepper, one carton of chicken soup that war. Then you're talking about people in the shop. So the authority was saying that whole place is abandoned. People abandoned. People ain't got money. No money in the country. The money that used to come to us, at least Sir Joseph used to get our money, the police used to get our loan. This time nobody giving us loan. Nobody giving us loan. So you expect this place to be occupied? So upstairs, what is even embarrassing? Upstairs now, a football fee. Douala market upstairs, that football fee and bathroom. People can go upstairs and go urinate, go do other things there. In fact, what is happening now? People even taking the zinc from there, and I don't want you to believe it. My brother Jake, welcome. How are you, sir?
Yes, salute, Prince, and the followers once again. Respect to everybody. You have to share this video, as I always commend you. Sharing is free. You have to share this video, please.
So I'm going to play this video, and then we'll talk on this video. So just give us just few minutes. I want you to watch this video. I want you to watch how system is deteriorating. In fact, it's breaking down in Liberia. How Boyka does not have a dream of even maintaining, as it's done intentionally, of even maintaining those buildings that were built by President Weah. In the Douala market, they have security there 24 hours. They have security there doing President Weah.
Yeah.
You see how wicked this man is to destroy the legacy of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, thinking that President Weah is affecting, not knowing as the people that they affected. But don't believe me. Let's play the video and we will get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you.
All over this place. I've been told also by my own good friend, there's no security up here. And so the market superintendent have made effort to speak with the DEA to take some space here to be their office space. So he told me, so let's walk you through. Keep following. This is Liberia's Matters TV. My name is Mark S. Daddy, live from the Douala Wealth, the market here. Where this is the market that President Weah built here at the left office. This is the upstairs of it. So, my man, you can play for here? Eh? Why do you can't play for here? No fee. Yeah, because nobody here. If people are here, you're not going to play for here, right? Yeah. So the child just told me. So this is the upstairs part of the market. That is the downstairs. I'll just stay here and give you some view. You see down there. Yeah. Oh yeah. So let me take you through. This is the market that was built by former President Weah. The upstairs part of it.
I want to pause this right here. I want to pause this here and welcome my brother.
Yeah.
I have about 4 different videos that was sent to me. One is the 14 military, the how you call Gorbachev market, the 14 Gorbachev market. Maybe I will play the video. The video is really discouraging. The money, effort, and time that was put in these projects. To see that the project has been abandoned. I mean, project that was completed and abandoned. I think you're listening to the reporter. No security. They used to have 24-hour security down there when President Weah was there. In fact, the Liberia Marketing, the Monrovia City Corporation had a sub office at that particular place. Now the area is abandoned. The people are even taking the zinc from there. And let me just bring something before you can come in, my brother Jake, so that our people can see it. Let me just bring you something so that you can see it. They're taking the zinc from there. They're taking it from there. Here it is.
You can see here.
See that? They're taking the zinc. You see that up there? If
Mhm.
you they start taking the zinc, the zinc from there. They rain the zinc from there. Show you another area where they're taking the zinc from. You see up here? Now the zinc, they're taking it from there now. Okay. So let's just stop here. This is really troubling. This is disturbing. But again, it's where we are. Brother Jake, again, welcome. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us.
Yeah, once again, salute to you and to the follower. Respect to everybody. You help to share this video. As I always salute everybody. Sharing is free. It's very important. My friends, it's so pitiful. If you look at that video, we love the president. The legacy. Let me tell you something. Let's look at the early time, the Unity Party in the group, Ellie or Buaka, whosoever. They are visionless people. If you look at the doctrine of the Unity Party and you go to that website, I don't know, even if they have a website because of ugly doctrine, they don't develop. No, they don't develop. If you look at that playbook, in her corruption, Honor Ellen Johnson Shelley corruption was on the highest level, the international community. She said it. She blamed herself also. And look at now, they are visionless. They don't develop. Or George Weah that came to power with all the lies and the propaganda that smear. You see the main fingerprint all over the country. Yet today they won't bury the main legacy while the men stay alive. Not only they market the Gorbachev everywhere, the PHP part, the Invincible part. Please, I remember you went to the Invincible part. You see the Invincible part now, you'll be sorry for the Invincible part. The Invincible part has CC camera, CCTV whatsoever. That the president used to look out for a phone, he will watch the Invincible part. Why the mob these guys were making, they were in the corridor spreading gibberish lies. Yeah, 2 years into that presidency, the market is for the country. Millions of dollars were spent on that market. That taxpayer money, that resources money down there. It's a duty of the new government. They say government continue. It's a duty of the government to cherish that particular building. It never happened in our country before. The first time we saw market, I can still remember, Prince, in our lifetime, the person that started market was the Elizabeth Door, the Nese Door market, Choputa market, modern market à la time. And you see now what Georgia was doing to take the people from the street to put in the market hall. And they are burying the legacy. Look at them. They say they're breaking all the houses down from people. They're destroying houses in the country. But people, if you go to Douala, I've been there last year. If you go to Douala, everybody's selling on the street. They leave the market while they come on the street. Okay, you can break building. You're cracking down on people. Why you cannot protect that particular? Say, listen, you will go in that building. You get your security. As you said, security of 24 hours selling, 24 hours to that particular place. If you look at it, they're trying to bury the legacy of the president while he's still alive. Imagine. It's a government building. It's so shameful. It's so shameful. No, to be real, it's so shameful. We spend millions of dollars for John Gardner spend millions of dollars to construct that particular building for that whole region, that Douala market, that Douala area, and other people that connected near Douala to ease the burden ongoing in town to the merry-go-round whatsoever market, everywhere that was his plane. But why they're not protecting the legacy? It's the Republic of Liberia. It's not George Weah. George Bailey, yeah. So anything that George Weah touches, they won't let it go like that. The only way, if they cannot handle, you know what I tell the government all the time, if they cannot handle this kind of bidding, let me tell the former president, He can still protect that building. But because of his legacy, if the government cannot handle that building, then they give it back to the president. That president set up a committee of people who run that place in a perfect way. But they're trying to bury the legacy. We saw a lot of video concerning the PHP park. Now you say, oh, that market will eat, a park will eat. Yeah, they're not. Just 2 years they make all the power. Just 2 years. Now they say, oh, 5 years they abandoned. Just 2 years. What the task? When I tell you the Unity Party don't have money, now it coming to reality. Just for then what the $1.2 billion budget for? What the $1.2 billion for? If you cannot get security to protect that place and to tell the people to go back in the market, you are abandoning the market. So Prince, in the next 4 years, everything will be ruined for that place. Because Prince, you see why most of the marketing abandoned? There's no purchasing power. There's no purchasing power. That's the reason. No money circulating. No money circulating in the country, Prince. So you will see it like that. See, a disturbing, Prince. It's so sad. It's so sad for our country. And thank God for you to catalog all these things through video. It's too sad for us, brother. It's too sad. It's too sad. They're trying to bury George Weah legacy in every form. Look at it. I believe that even a proper housing unity in all the federal counties. I know no good maintenance anymore. Nobody taking care of them again. Nobody going to video these places. So the man fingerprint that he share in the country, all the hard work. The Unity Party trying to destroy it. Look at today. Look at all the claiming. Look at the kind of stupidness they're doing. Oh, talking about Maria Foundation. All these other things then. Prince, we're at a crossroad, man. The country don't have money. The $1.2 billion, I always tell people it's an audio budget. There's nothing they call $1.2 billion. California lie. They hard jacket. Because that first year, they never even reach 600 million. They never reach all 600 million. That first year, the first year of Boaka, the budget they passed. They never reach over 600 million. Then how can now they go for 1.2? Because they saw the CDC on smart mail, the Junior Samuel 12, that took the budget to $800 million. So they are competing. They want to hijack it. The Liberian people are food. You cannot even take care of market bill. You cannot protect the security. You cannot provide security for that particular structure in other places all around. Look at the PHP park. People say people paying money and all now. It's laughable, man. It's very disturbing, Prince. But thank you for flagging this particular thing. Yeah, they're trying to bury George Weah legacy. Yeah, in every form. I think the only thing they're trying to manage a little bit because they're ruling from there. Because when George Weah ran the venture, they imagine Prince and tell you people are lazy group of people. They're not believing they are visionless. Look at the mansion was sitting down there. They see Ellen Johnson selling that told people, you destroy the mansion obeying 24 hours. The videos are there. She lied, she cajoled the Liberian, you destroy the mansion. I will obey 24 hours. When she came to power, the same mansion where she said she was obeying 24 hours was standing down. She was working at the foreign ministry. 12 good years. They allocated millions of dollars, over $3 million to renovate the executive mansion. They ate that money in the peanuts. Who came to power to face the executive mansion? To renovate the executive mansion? The same George Weah, the seat of the president. Yet today, they're sitting at that particular seat now. Going from that particular seat. They were there. They are visionless. They don't develop. They don't have time for development. They are only corrupt. It happened only early 12 years on her government. She was corrupt. United Nations said it. International panel said it. She was one of the most corrupt government in our history. Now Samuel Doe on her watch. So yeah, what's happening now? The boys in that code now. The country is in disarray. They don't have vision. They're visionless. They don't have money. When I tell you that people are being blackballed, you know, Joe, they are being blackballed. No money. The president traveling all around the world, everywhere. Nothing coming for them. Nothing. So please let Chocon come in small. Then we can start our real topic. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We want to use this time to welcome our brother Chokon, the pre-birthday man. Tomorrow is going to be his natal day.
Wow.
We are grateful that God has added another age unto you, has granted you an opportunity to be counted among the living and to contribute your quota while you are alive. We are grateful. Again, we want to say happy pre-birthday to you and welcome on the show. Welcome, my brother.
Don't jolly too much until you forget yourself. Shogun. Oh, he off?
I think probably,
Yeah, in there where probably he also.
Yeah, there is a call. But fellow Liberians, this is scaring. And the reason why it is scaring is because these buildings or this infrastructure, they are for us as Liberians. They are not for Unity Party. They are not for CDC, but for us, the Liberian people. Okay, yeah, Virtual Con, just unmute yourself and then we can, just unmute yourself. Okay, so as I was saying, while our brother tried to get himself situated and unmute himself, these buildings are for us, Liberians. This property, whether it was built by President Weah, President J.J. Rabel, or whoever, they are for Liberia. They are for Liberians to be used by us. To see Boeka carrying his vindictive attitude, even towards infrastructure, only because those infrastructure, they were built by President Weah, is scary. It's very scary. Nobody will ever thought that the Douala. I was born right on the Bushra Island there. Right in Nukutan. Nukutan, I was born right in Nukutan there. I know how that place is. I was not born 1990. I'm not 1990 born. I was born way before 19. In the 80s, at least I know my left and my right. So I old man. Lead a thing. We just can take care of ourselves. Plenty of things we can do. So when you see us, we just look like people who young, but we get age behind us. To see that particular market that was built, been abandoned in this particular dilapidated condition, is scary. But my brother Chokon, welcome again. Welcome. We want to look at this issue that came to us about the Douala building. The building that was once admirable. Brother went there to do some recording and to ask about what is going on. The entire upstairs where they have stores, that whole place is abandoned. As a football field, people can go there, go use it as bathroom. All the stores that are there, the stores are closed. In fact, downstairs, the place is even abandoned. So you talk to ask some of the authorities of the marketing association, and the people complain that, well, during President we had time some of these people used to take loan for some of these lawmakers from other organizations to at least do their businesses. Right now, all the organizations that they had, okay, our brother left, all the organizations that was giving them loan, almost all of these organizations are non-existent. They are not even in existence again. To even add insult to the injury, with the exception of it not being in existence, the market itself upstairs, all of the stores, they abandoned all of the stores because the people who were anticipating that we're going to take money and be able to see how best we can, put goods there, they don't even have the money to even rent the shop or to continue the renting, talking about putting goods there. So let's hear from you. All of the signature projects that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh we are carrying, almost like it's been abandoned by this government, or intentionally, just I don't know. You look at the PHP, you look at the how you call or the municipal park, etc. Let's hear from you, my brother. What is your take on this issue before we go to our key discussion? What is your take on it?
So I think that is intentional. And if you can recall, Walker said in one of a presentation that is going to make sure that the CDC is erased. And he shared that with his mouth, and his action is then seen. And in regards to making sure that former President John Manuel we have legacy is erased in the CDC. So it is intentional. Most of I am in Liberia. I visit most of the projects. I have my motorcycles that travel everywhere. And for some reason, this government, if you give them a chance, they will take bulldozer or yellow machine to this project and have it destroyed, as they did with the CDC party headquarters. So it is done intentionally. There is no project initiated by former President John Manuel that is not been destroyed either by action or inaction. So it is done intentionally. In where I'm currently having this live video, if you come here, they play our one like Europe, and it's turning into something else. So these guys are intentional. Yeah, they are very intentional about their evil that they are doing. These guys are not pretending, and that's why I can get so angry when I hear people talking about, oh, don't let now with so I would disagree with you 100 times. That issue, that debate about 2029 was so weird. Do you think 2029 is promised? Do you think 2029 is cast in stone? That is a check that is then written? You need to have a 360 degree. If you will sit and allow these people to destroy the country, how sure are you that you will even see 2029? How sure are you that this country will not be sold and the need Liberia will be changed to something else? So I would disagree with anybody that would say that we should wait for 2029. I think there is a time that Liberians should rise up. Because all of these projects being initiated by former President these projects were built for the benefit of Liberians. For you to have this group of criminals in power that only came to destroy our country, and you look at them and with the belief that 2029 you're getting on the power, you'll be sadly mistaken. And so I'm using this media to call on Liberians to stand up now or lose their tomorrow that they anticipate. Tomorrow is unpromised. Use today to fight for your children's future. Our own have been destroyed. I'm about 35 years old. Do you think I have future? No. It is now time for us to fight for our children's future. It is our children's future that these people are damaging. And so thank you, Honorable Sharif, and the rest of the team. As for me.
Welcome, Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. We're looking at the first issue that has to do with the intentional, whether I should say abandonment or, I don't know, but the intentional act of the Unity Party government to abandon those projects that were erected by President Weah for the Liberian people. The Douala market is what we are highlighting. We saw the PHP park, we saw the Invisible Park, we even saw the MCC videos that we have here. Maybe along the way we'll show some of these videos. What is your own take? What is your concern about this? Let's hear from you. Just unmute yourself, sir.
Thank you, Prince, and thank you, my fellow panelists. So just Prince, I'm driving almost 18 hours going back to my assignment area. So I'm between coverage area and non-coverage area. So sometimes it might fluctuate. So just know when that happens, it is the internet. But pray, look, these guys, we have said it time without number. These guys did not take on to.
You should concentrate on the role.
I'm good.
Okay.
Right? These guys did not take the presidency because they got any deliverable for the Nigerian people. This guy took the presidency only because they need George Manuel Weah and Pierre within the executive mansion or a pass through the executive mansion. So they have come and in their mind, they will erase the legacy of His Excellency President George Manuel Weah. So they are doing everything possible. And like what Trogon just said, if you get this guy the opportunity, they will rip every other piece of thing Joshua had ever done in our country for the Liberian people. These people, before coming to the presidency, they condemned the educational system John we have put into place with a free YF fee, with a fee or I call it or university or tuition. They condemn us to the say, oh, make it better when they can set the king. Look at how they are ruined the University of Liberia. They have not deliverable prince. Today, the Redemption Hospital is set to where it is. Same person, we are laid the first blood. That baby were moving with a 5G speed. But by the time President we had lost the election, this guy and Senator power, they abandoned everything. And my fellow panelists, whatever that John we had did for Liberia, he did it for his children, he did it in general.
Yeah, like he said, there will be fluctuation. But fellow Liberians, this is scary. And the reason why it is scary, the reason why we are showing this to you, the reason why we are bringing this out is just to tell you of how vindictive this particular government is. It's how vindictive this government is. And they don't care about development. That is the modus operandus of the Unity Party. In their mind, they must destroy the legacy of every other
I
president.
think the grace period we gave to these people, this grace period have expired. The grace period to have them, give them 2 years to see how they will govern our country in terms of the security, in terms of the human right, freedom of expression, freedom of the press, and so on. I think that grace period, the honeymoon have ended. It's about time that Liberian rise up and checkmate these people.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Success A.B. Dennis. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Again, fellow
That
Liberians, like
was
we say,
done by them in the first 2 years.
Yeah, but Sasa will be disturbing the show, Prince. It will
yeah,
be
sorry.
breaking in.
Yeah. So
Let him
so
balance
again,
somewhere good before he come.
yeah, he's driving. I know you
Yeah,
are
it will not be
driving home.
it will not be good for the show. Let him park somewhere if you want to be part of the show. Or let him, he can come he can come later when you finish.
Yeah, sure. Since you're driving, concentrate on the
Yeah.
wheel. We want you to concentrate on the wheel. I know is
Yeah, take
you
it
know
from there before you breaking in.
yeah. So Pastor Success, we want you to concentrate. I know it's not easy,
Yeah.
especially
You
driving
will
on the
come.
highway. It's a very, very,
Yeah,
very
we're gonna race
so
anybody
yeah.
here.
So concentrate on the wheel. Follow us, concentrate on the wheel. When you have a place to park, you park
Yeah.
and then but we want you to concentrate on the wheel. Yeah. Especially driving on the highway is not an easy thing. It's not. I'm gonna say tomorrow, hopefully by today, I will be driving almost 9 hours
I
to the state.
imagine.
So yeah, so I know how tense it is. So that is that. We beg you, we want you to concentrate on the wheel. If we can come in by audio, we appreciate that, but concentrate on the wheel. Even
concentrate on
audio
said we shouldn't raise nothing.
Concentrate on the wheel. So that is that, fellow Liberians. I want to just play you a video. There is a video that I want to play you here, and probably that will do for this particular entire project, intentional abandonment by the Unity Party government. I want to play your project, a video, sorry, and this video here, just bear with us. This is from the Monrovia City Corporation, MCC. I want to play this video.
People come and play. I swear.
Where is it? Now, this is MCC building, the Monrovia City Corporation, one of the ballroom. This place that when Jefferson Tambakoji served as MCC boss, the place that used to be very admirable. Everybody want to go down there for their programs. I mean, almost everybody want to go there. People want to be there for their program. I just want to play this video to show you how the Unity Party government has abandoned all of these projects by President Weah, and they are gradually just declining. So let's go ahead as I play you this video.
It's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. That who you came to
Just look at the building. This is MCC.
ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you told us. You even claims to even be the hero from your experience. But why you fool us? Oh, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you told us. You even claims to even be the
Photo down there.
Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you told.
See the water in the building? There's the ballroom. They have about 2 or so ballroom down. There's a ballroom. The place that used to be almost like the VIP section of the MCC. You see how it looking like?
You even claim to even be the hero from your experience. But why you fool us? So why the respect not stable? No job, no food up on the table. No justice for the poor. Once you not get.
This is MCC ballroom. Look there. Y'all look there. You see? The place used to be the VIP section. Look at the chairs. Y'all look at the place. Look at this place. Y'all look. So, fellow Liberians, I'm going to move this. These are some of the things that we are talking about. When you have a useless government that care about stealing and not developing the people or maintaining what they have there, these are what you have. There are just several videos which I don't have the time to play. If I show you the one from the JFK, the new, PED wall, the pediatric wall that was built there by President Weah. I'll show you that place. You will share tears. Get the video ready. Someone took the video and sent it to me. The only reason why I'm not going to play that video because the person is in the video. So we got to either mute the sound or cut it and take the person from there because that person is not supposed to be there for some reason. These are people who send us our information. But it's terrible. And I will try to see if while we are going on with the discussion, if I can do it, if I can try to cut and show you, so I can show you.
No, don't raise the question. Don't raise the question. Don't raise that question because they can sack the person.
The pediatric wall is completely the place. In fact, the place is dirty to the extent that when you look at the video, you will see feces on the floor. Feces.
Wow.
Where children will use, the diaper. This time I get pamper in Liberia, they will just take it, just chunk it right in the corner. The place that when you go, you even want to sit down on the ground to eat. Now that place, the man say, in fact, the children even getting sick by being that place there. So let's just, the next, let's say just 1 minute, just round up on this issue so we can go to our main discussion. My brother Jake, just 1 minute, just conclude on this. Let's go to what we're supposed to go into.
Please, listen, I told the followers here, the Unity Party don't develop. Look at that playbook. You look at that dot. They don't develop. No, you look at, they just there for corruption. Let us share from the American. I know if from America, everybody know that American people know good thing. You boss, all the nose who are causing behind Jefferson coaching, all the witch hunt, every ugly thing in the country that Jefferson coaching. Anybody die on the side coaching affiliated to that people. The mad coaching get crazy. The whole propaganda thing on coaching, anything our coaching, because he was the youngest Senate mayor in Africa. That's in West Africa. So they couldn't stay a guy that came from poverty, Georgia brought to that particular position. It never happened in our country before. So the hatred embedded in them for coaching at that time. They had smear campaign on him. They sell in the corridor. They look at the Haman co-star in all of them were having showing hit, making hit pieces on a small ball because he's selling mayor. Every ugliness that happened in Republic of Liberia, Jefferson Koji, they even tie him to the war with Charles Taylor. So now the man was small at that time. So ugliness, yeah. They empower. They say, oh, the country was dirty. The country dirty on us coaching. Moravia, the inhabitants of Moravia are 600,000 or 700,000. That's why they built that city for 6 to 700,000 people. When they walk in over 2 million living in Moravia, 1 billion plus, 2 million. How you want the country? They said they'll be clean like Singapore. You were doing your best. They brought a lot of trust and other things there, but we're not enough for Liberian people. But under that watch now, what happening? Go everywhere. The garbage to over the country. Garbage take over the country. So they were just running with propagandas and lies. What the Shafa men doing there 2 years into the presidency. So our country look like Singapore now. Our country look like Singapore. We all go to the country we don't see it. We just left the country just recently. So what they trying to bring? The guys came too last. So the government too large, nothing working for. Look at the city hall you show. Even that video go to the president. Now, if he had the guts, he will fire Shafa. He will sign Shafa. Under his wife, they're gonna building everything. Re-sing in the whole building. So what the MCC there for? What he's there for? What he there for? Just to take taxpayer money and pay for a mortgages in America? That what they there for? The country honor these people. Get a curse under the Unity. I think there's a curse under the Unity Party, man. Because anything they touch is nothing working for them. For Ellington and then now. Anything the Unity Party pull here to, nothing happening for them. Nothing happening.
Thank you so much, my brother. My brother Chokon, let's hear from you 1 minute as we round up on this particular issue of the.
So, in 60 seconds, let me say thank you. You know, I went to the city hall and I saw that. And in fact, that place is even more terrible than that. Because I went there, we had a meeting, and somebody was thinking that the city hall is still good. And I think out of mistake, they didn't know the city police guy, they allowed to enter in there, and almost everybody that entered ran outside. That thing is smelling a real dumb site. I went there. I seen that place. That here is better. If you go to the city hall now, you'll feel very sad about our country. Very, very sad. Because that's the country we have. And we have been getting information that our young men pay for the position. So nobody can take it from him. They pay cash money for the position for the state there that you will be there. Whether he work or not, he pay for that position because this person is a rule. That guy is a notorious criminal. You don't believe in good governance. Why will you have your city hall, the Moraga City Hall, for heaven's sake? that should be hosting guests. Almost every program that they got have, do you know what they carry? They carry to the VIP hall. There's a small hall to the Montreal City government there. It's a small hall. For the main city hall that's supposed to host about thousands of people, no, they don't use it. They use the small hall because it is shameful, it is disgraceful, and they can't use it. That's what they use. So that's the country that we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I want to show you something right here, and maybe I might do that video. I send it so somebody can just cut it while we want to show if it's possible. I want you to look at the dialysis center that was built by President Weah at the JFK. That dialysis center was catering to Liberians that had kidney problem, in Liberia there. Very functional. There were new machines that were bought and placed in that particular dialysis center. So I just want to show you a kind of view of the area under the administration of President Weah when the First Lady, Madam Claire Marie Weah, visited that particular facility. So let's just give you a view of it. Let's give you a view of it. Just, view of it. And this area is completely abandoned, very abandoned. This is the dialysis center.
One of the first and most important aspects of this is because dialysis is a lot of water. So that's purified and food. There you go.
This is the First Lady visiting the facility. Let me take this from here. Visiting the facility. This facility was renovated, was built by President George Manning Weah through the NOCA project. Let me show you something here. A maternity ward that was built by President Weah. Let me show this to you. Then we can go to another. So let's just show you there quickly. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to show you a couple of these for you to see it. This is it. This JFK Medical Center, the PED wall on the 4th floor that was built and renovated by President Weah. Just want you to look at it right here. You see there how it looking like? And I will show you the current status of this particular area. You see it, you will feedback. This is what President Weah left. Look at the flow. Look at that place. I just want you to look at the place. Y'all look there. I hope you're seeing it. You just look there. You see there? See a theater right here? You see there? Okay. The guy is doing the video. We want to try to cut some stuff up so that we can show it to you. This is what is happening in Liberia. Look, they just, I don't know, the guy sent all of the video today. I just had to take my time to cut them, place them, and do what I'm supposed to do. Because some, people in it that we don't want to show you. But almost all of the projects that President Weah was able to complete. They have abandoned it intentionally. It's abandoned. And these are things that are for the Liberian people. Like the Douala market, they have security 24 hours in that place. I went there. I did a recording there. 24-hour security was down the MCC police were assigned down there. Right now, it's abandoned. Gorbachev market, I ain't talking about it. Douala market now, they're taking the zinc. They're taking the zinc from them. Can you imagine? They are taking the zinc from off the building. Well, fellow Liberians, the only thing that we can say here and we can do continuously is to tell you of what is happening. But we will not tell you what to do because you are seeing it yourself. It's up to you to do what you want to do. And the best thing that you can do is what you can do for yourself. We are just here to expose, inform you, and continue to, throw light on what is obtaining. That's all that we can do. But with the exception of that, I don't know. I don't think we can, tell you go left, go right, come here, come there. No, no, no. It's up to you to do it and do it the right way. That is it. Now, my brother, it's about these new bosses. Our first discussion.
Let me just elaborate just 2 minutes on this thing because it's too disheartening. Just 2 minutes. Prince, you see this center you show is the first of its kind ever in the history of our country. Because when it comes to medicine and other things, I'm too much interested in that because the human life, that dialysis center. Anybody in Europe would die for this kind of things. Then they don't play with this. They don't play with this kind of health-related things, like the kidney, all these things, the liver, all these things. Let me tell you, the Liberian don't know. Most of the death in the country now, which I always tell Liberian people, kidney problem, liver problem, especially the kidney. Number thousands of Liberians, they on a particular thing is showing. In reality, ask anybody, you got to change your blood. That blood thing that they're talking about, if you want dialysis, you don't travel, you don't go nowhere, you are left to find to that particular place. So John had to join the hedge and see why the president living in was he had too much vision to put that particular center in the country because he know our country. And the United Party abandoned this kind of thing. The president is old. He's 80 plus here. He's suffering from a health condition. He's somebody within his government. It is someone about 90 years old. The president of Buhari's health, number one, because his own condition. Then you abandon everything. Healthcare is already the center of the president's agenda or a policy. To be real, because our country, we're having the poorest healthcare system in the country. I tell people, if you don't have a poor healthcare, if you have a weak healthcare system, your citizens will perish. We're dying. Liberians are dying because of the common things there. And they say wish. There's nothing they call wish, la. Sickness into us. It's inside us. That stress is other thing that bring all this sickness here. So it's too shameful for them to sit down there and let the main legacy to die, as you say, for the Liberian people. And not for George, we are. George up and down of the country now. They're so sad, man. The Liberian people made wrong decision. Yeah. If you look at what you portray or relay through video, if you sensible Liberians that want your country to deliver, we want your country to win, you will say, yeah, we're on a different path. That just because of lies and propaganda, and how they change everything around. It's so pitiful, Prince.
My brother, looking at the video, you sent all of the video here to me. Looking at this video, just break my heart. I'll lie to you. Break my heart. The kind of work that President Weah was doing in the health center, it being abandoned. I said, look, the video of the maternity ward, when you see it, you will feel bad. And I'm really feeling bad on a serious note. This person sent me more than 8 videos. And seeing these things, I'm feeling bad. These things are for the Liberian people. They are not for us. But anyway, let's just move on to what we are.
Yeah, let's move on. Yeah.
Let's
Chris,
just
how much in the budget for healthcare? How much in the budget for healthcare? The budget you went over. Because
we have something like
wow.
I think $4 million. I think $4
How
million.
the $4 million people for healthcare? Healthcare to take half of the money. The people that you the party, they want to say 1.2 billion for. How
I
will
think four.
the
I think
Western
between
world,
between
the
4 to
whole world, they
7,
talk about healthcare
somewhere around.
system, they talk about $4 million. What the $4 million do for 5 million plus people? Majority are youth. Then you say 4 million. Where's 4 million can do that? That jumping the bucket.
You
What
know,
about you get a 200, you get 100 million, 250 million budget for healthcare? The whole Republic of Liberia can take about 4 million. All these guys are joking. I
we
see why
said it
other than
from the
flying out of
beginning.
the country when something happened to the legislature. I see why other than fly out of the country.
We said it from the beginning that the buses that were brought in the country, these are all rich buses. Old buses that people just take and bring to Liberia because they wanted to steal. And some people didn't believe it. Felt
Another one
that
that break down again.
just talking broke down. And that's why I'm coming to show you. Completed, broke down.
You
According
joking
to
me?
someone that we spoke to, they sent this video, and I will get all of the video. We play ATF, maybe during this week. The buses that the people told us that these are new buses and they were parading with, my people, 7 of the buses, they even put on the road Google, broke down. 7. I'm not saying 1, I'm saying 2, I'm saying 3, I'm saying 7 of the buses. 7 of the buses broke down completely. It broke down. Let me play you one of the video for you to see here, where you see people are complaining that they want to go. I'm sorry, just bear with me. I don't know where I put this
But why is that Liberian protest that they sack the people that brought the buses?
video.
That time for them to protest the executive
Let's
mansion.
let's let's look at this first one, and then while I'm trying to get this other one. Oh, you see the new bus? I the lane one side, lane another. I have to get the video of the bus. 7 buses. 7. Now one has to be 7 buses. Brother Chokon, these are the buses I'm trying to get it. I think I put them somewhere. I will get it here. I put them somewhere. These are the buses. The buses continue to break down. Continue to break down. What is your take on these buses that the government say they're spending money on? People. Oh, okay, I see why. Just bear with me. Save this somewhere else instead of saving it to the usual area. Okay, now I can get it from here. So the government boasts of, making transportation effective and efficient and etc. Unfortunately, or intentionally, somebody went, bought new buses, put plastic over the seat, and they brought it to us, according to them. New buses, put plastic over the seat and bring it to us. We've not even gone 1 month. The buses are now breaking down. 7 of the buses broke down. My brother, let's hear from you on this. In fact, let me play this. Now that I get it, let me play it. There are 4 buses that are allocated for outstation for now. And I want you to listen to this woman. The 4 buses, all of the buses for out of town, everything broke down. All it broke down. All the first 2 they carried to one country when they're having that program of the chief. That one part it stayed there. It broke down. The balance, the balance 5 that they're having in MTA, it broke down too. But let's listen to this woman, and then our brother will come in. Listen to.
Hello. Please tell your name. What's your name? My name is Alice Voodoo. Okay. We're going to Nima, going to Senator Crayton. Okay. Send the money. I pay 1,200 for my loan myself. So the people they get on power here, all of them now go home. For them to cancel and they can face the car, they want to do it. We just die here slowly. What am I out of that? We're black and blue. So you already pay your money to it? I pay my money. Anything continue, I pay 300 for it. Myself 900. Okay, 900 for everything. Say last year today, what am I doing? I mean, I want you to tell us if they told you that they are going to make sure that the child will be. We're not even getting nothing for them. Yes. So their money will be here after 8. After 8 o'clock, we will stay here. Okay, Chief. Yeah. So that's what I was talking to you. Tell us about what things are happening here. What is happening here? What's happening here is, brother, since we came here this morning, we pick up by 7:30. Then up to now, we back here. They say a tire spot. Just come out here, just stand here, Sunday morning, from 7:30.
Let me start prayer. I'll show you the other one. My brother choke on tire sport, according to them. Tire sport. There are 2 buses. There are 4 buses that are supposed to go out station. 4 buses. All of the 4 buses are down. The one that's supposed to carry the people to Nimba, they say tire sport. They've been there since this morning. They did this video just about 3 or 4 hours ago. From this morning all the way to 5 o'clock Liberia time. They stayed there. All the mechanics then run away. From information that I gathered from the place there, from our sources there, the guy said the buses that they're supposed to carry out station, they went to test them. They carried them Kakata. When they came back, all the mechanics advised them that they should not even tempt or carrying out buses anywhere, or else it will be the end. The crankshaft, it starts spoiling. The thing start damaging all by itself. Just to get rid of Kakata to bring it back, because they had to carry for test drive. Usually when these buses come, they carry them for test drive. The mechanics that are there, the guy say nobody shouldn't depend on that buses to carry out of town. It's better we use their first buses that they brought. Our president, we have brought 4 from India. He said if they can manage to repair that buses, it will be fine. Then to use these new buses. He said all the buses that were so 419, they are not. He said when they went to do the inspection, the mechanic, when they went to do the inspection from the engine and every other thing, he said those buses, it's just like when you get big yard and decide to use those buses for maybe tourist, transportation, to transport them from one area to the other. And you can't put that bus out on the street, especially the street of Liberia. You can't put it down because the way some of the road looking like a pothole when you jump there, the whole shock absorber will break. He said it will break. So they are now advising that those buses, you should not temper to put them on the road to say going long distance. 7 of the buses is now down. So the mechanic they left the place. My brother, where you would think tire will bust that they can't change the tire that all of us can change on the place. All of us can change tire in less than no time. You think that tire will made from 8 o'clock in the morning, the people there all the way to 4 p.m. Liberia time. The other buses they say they're using it. Let's hear from you, my brother Chokom. What is going on? These buses that they were posting around with.
So, Mr. Sharif, let me say thank you. For some of us that are on the ground, sometimes we are speaking, some of our friends from abroad that are supporters of this government, they can get so angry that I can understand their frustration. When you present a picture like you are bringing heaven on earth, and instead of you bringing heaven on earth, you are digging the grave or digging your dark hole. And everybody just falling in that hole, gets frustrated. When Braga brought up buses and he sat down inside and he was parading, I was right abroad and Rama Street when the people were booing him. They booed him, and I saw some group of idiots insulting Liberian. As money not get wheelbarrow, money not get cars, money not get motorbike, or they booing at the boss. These guys are criminals. Waka came to the presidency to disgrace us. For the first time in my entire life, I walked away from a debate. It was when the wicked man called Braga brought those Ghanaian rapping bosses. I'm an architect by profession. I sat in a gathering with normal Ghanaians. It was the first time I got the information that those bosses that Braga brought here were bosses belonging to Ghanaians. Not just Ghanaians, but those bosses were abandoned bosses that were not roadworthy. The transport ministry of Ghana from there no bosses and they were being kept somewhere that I got to think that were abandoned. When that guy told me that information, even though I don't support the government, but I disagree with him. The guy called one of his brother from Ghana, and the guy said that I didn't when I was spreading that information. I actually with him. I said, even though I don't support the government, but I don't want to believe because Braga promised he didn't want your pieces of those buses. So you can't tell me that Ghana oh brother may obey. I don't like Braga, but I don't think it is easily possible. Chief, I didn't go to work for more than 3 days. When the information actually came up that it was true that the buses that Braga brought, that he paraded when he made Liberian to celebrate, that they went and to the executive mansion. Found out that when that information was true, I was ashamed to go to work. The disgrace was too much for me. When Braga brought in second bus, after disgracing us and making Ghanaians to insult us, when those buses were parading and Liberians were booing them, I went on my Facebook page and I said, Liberians who believe in President Braga should celebrate with caution. Suppose you buy anything about the government, you not like it, you can go against it. I said, don't celebrate and forget about yourself. Don't forget. There was a thing Braga that brought Ghanaian old bosses and made you people to celebrate. Probably some of you got chicken bring your to forget. Don't be surprised for Uganda or Senegal or Sierra Leone come and claim that boss. The same way Ghanaians claim their bosses here and will photo carry back to them say, Baba will beg you for your come for your riding bosses. Don't be surprised. Because these guys can be trusted. Braga is a role and everybody that is associated with you are all criminals. Here is it. And don't be surprised that these old bosses and other countries coming claiming again that it is their own bosses that were part and Ghana and Braga went for it. These guys are criminals. These bosses, information that we have received are not bosses meant for public transportation. Are bosses meant for recreational centers. Take for example the park of PSP. If you're living from one place for Lindsay to maybe a budget bureau, that's a distance it can cover. It is meant for non-public transportation where you will have more than 20 to 25 persons sitting either with low and you carry it to distances. That's the information we receive. Today, Liberians are not even riding it, but they prefer riding that yellow kid of being boss than Braga boss. These guys are rude. Braga is a notorious criminal. And I got no regret to say. Because almost everything in the beginning the guy is cursed. Braga is scared because there is a person I see that almost everything they probably put here in that's supposed to bring joy to a follower and end up bringing disgrace to them. The brother made 1 more year and his follower can celebrate the boss. Look at the kind of disgrace. See how that woman was crying. That $1,200 may be small, but do you know what it meant to her? So her time is being loose, her business is being delayed. And so all I can say, these guys are cursed. Braga is a disgrace and a criminal. And you need to be careful. And that's why I will always end on this note. I will disagree with Liberia that will always say that when it was 2029, there is an opportunity that you have to take your destiny in your own hands. You saw Guinea. You saw Guinea-Bissau. You saw Malay. When you have a wicked leader that have a wicked agenda to take you far back for your life to rest with rest, of course you are charged with that responsibility to fight for your own destiny. And I think there is a time that Liberians should rise up to the occasion and save their generation, the generation unborn. Thank you so much.
Rise up and save your generation and generation unborn. You know, it's really, I don't know. But my brother Jake, let's hear from you. His
You
boss
just
said,
emphasize on Prince, just emphasize on that boss here because we discuss it. I choke on and break it down. I told you I live in car factory. I live in as anybody. I live in car factory. So I know about all these things then. So the people that cajole the president and brought in their bosses, and the surrogate I love worker, they need to listen to other platforms and take video to them. They say, Mr. President, these people that brought their bosses that we spend millions of dollars on, they lie to you. These bosses are accident bosses, old car, the portier, the packages, with all that seating, all that packaging. Then they are living in West here, all the clean the accident car, abandoned buses. They get fleet of buses here, back in garage. They get over 10, 15, 25,000 buses here. It's here in the sun, in the rain, in the water here, packed. Nobody there, nothing. They're all data buses. They're not using them. Most of them are diesel and other things. They are living car factory. So nobody can tell me about car. A lot of accident car. I broke it down before. Most of the car in Liberia are all in the parking garages. There are people selling to Liberian people that are all accident car, that potty car, challenge, any news car dealer. They just tell me that nonsense because that year when they can't trade most of the car here to ship it to Morovia. Yes, I know about it. Know about it. They carry the Guinea back get the West one. Guinea get the West one. So I know about all these things here, are reality. You're lucky on that, reality. So they send it to the president in his agenda. He need to fire these people. He need to investigate. I know they're not hearing a corridor. They don't listen to other platform. They don't listen to other. They only in one bubble, then thinking that I want doing everything. No, the countries for all that boss for the country, not for Baka. But in lie to the president, they're doing competition with George Weah. Let Baka sack those that brought out those that signed that contract and brought the ugly up the. I told people the president is not in control. If the president is in control, you fire them. High election 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the boss them packing, the boss them having problem. Now, not new bosses, they lie to the president. The same way they lie with the yellow machine and other things. Then, so we are elaborating for them. I will fire on my real topic I want to go to. Yeah, so you just elaborate.
well, fellow Liberians, we told you from the very beginning that these people do not have the interest of the Liberian people at heart. This is a worker that told us he will ride wheelbarrow to go to the executive mansion. But what is he using? $1.2+ million car. That's why he's using in his convoy. These are the people who told you rescue. This old man will coin a word and say, build Liberia, think Liberia, this Liberia, love Liberia, that Liberia. Look at all of the projects that are supposed to impact the ordinary people and ask yourself, are these projects impacting the people? Are they really intended to benefit the people? Look at transportation. Bueka, he's not worried. You know why? Because his $1.2 million car beating. Boy guy can be sleeping in the morning or put a car on for even 10 or 15 hours. He ain't get time. A beating. A beating. A waiting for him. A car beating. But these already poverty striking mothers, sisters, and brothers who trying to earn ends meet, they will lie to them, put them there in the NTA yard and say, "Yo, we come chin car tire." 8 o'clock in the morning, the people got there. Because especially when you're going out of town, you got to come early so that you can be able to book a seat. They were there early in the morning, by 8 o'clock. After they finish calling, you see how criminal these guys are. They knew that the boss is having problem. They collected the people money because it's not just one boss. Look, 7 bosses. All of these 7 bosses are for outstation. All of the 7 bosses. Out of the 7 bosses, 2 broke down in how you call Bone County. That one stayed there. Didn't bring it back to Morovia yet. A mechanic, somebody in the yard told me that the one that broke down in Bone County didn't bring it back yet. It stayed there. It stayed there. The 5 that they have it. When the guys went to do the inspection, they get carried right to Kakata. They run from Morovia to Kakata. The mechanic that were there on board the bus say, "We can't carry the bus any further, or else it will be a problem. The bus will end up catching fire when you go in. The engine will catch fire. Don't try it." Immediately they brought it from Kakata. It broke down. So they get 5 buses. But right, these 5 buses, one going out of town, when one, is not in good condition, they're supposed to use the second one. They collected the money from the people. After collecting the money, and say, "Oh, y'all come to the yard, we'll go." The people reach there. Mechanic say, "You want change car tire?" All of them leave. The whole mechanic department, the mechanical department, all of them fiap. They ran away. The people there from in the morning up to 5 o'clock. And 5 in the morning to 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Liberia time. That tire they say spoil, they want change. My people, when we tell you that this old man is a crook, he has no history of impacting people's life, some of you don't believe it. You just think that we're angry. Oh, lost election. Yes, I will not add it. I am a sedition. But it doesn't mean that I don't know what is good for my country or I don't love what is good for my country. That's the reason why when we come here to talk, we come here on the basis of facts. We're not just talking off head. This is scary. Look in the budget. The Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Look at the money that they're having. Look at vehicles. Quite recently, the police, they took almost about, I don't know, somewhere around $600,000. You say for vehicle. As I speak to you, go in Morovia. Go just, I say Morovia, I say out of Morovia. Just write in Morovia. I'm not talking about out of the outskirts. No. Morovia, just Morovia. Go in Morovia. Go to the police station that there. Ask how many of them get vehicle to respond to emergency situations. Go and go see. But these are the crooks that want us to understand and want us to believe that they love Liberia. They care for the Liberian people. Look at, some of this topic is hard to even discuss, especially when you're seeing the facts, you're seeing it. It's too, it's just bad. And it makes you to feel very, very uncomfortable. But again, that's the Liberia that we have. All we need to tell you is the truth. We're not sugarcoat it. We give it to you as it is, and it's up to you to accept, believe, take it or not. However you take it, well, it's up to you. If not, well, that's it. But it's scary. It's scary. Yeah, my people. My brother Jake, this issue that has to do with the ongoing attack on the press by members of this rescue mission, there are series of incidents that we can name. I will say incidences that we can name. The first time we saw was when the Ministry of Information boss, Jeremy Pia, said Julius J should be removed from the OKFM because of his balanced and critical views on issue. They said Julius J is not supporting or is not speaking for the government. So they should take him from there. And the management of OKFM said no. The man is a talk show host. He has his own view and point, and we can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to be there. We want a balanced platform. We do not control what they will say or what they will do. So we can't. They left that and they went to the community radio stations. They wanted to change everybody at the community level. According to them, all of the community radio stations are supposed to talk for the government. And those community radio station managers and directors and whatever they call them, they said no. The station is not for government. This station is for the community. So we need to be able to report the factual information that we gather. And we'll not be able to report an imbalanced information or news. Because of that, the first place they started was in Grange when they said they want to remove the station manager. In fact, they should close the community radio station down because the community radio station don't want to propagate for the government. We saw that also happening in Nimba County, where they said they will close down the station because the station, they will move the station manager because you're not talking in government interests. We saw Eugene Fagon denying people of using a public medium that Liberian people pay for. He said no, because you get critical view, you can't come here. We've seen consistent attack even on the information about the information minister himself when he attacked a journalist and spoiled the gadget. So many occasions. Today we are seeing the regime speaker telling us to put journalists in jail, lack journalists, do this, they will do that. My brother Jake, let's hear from you. Where are we going? People are trying to plan for the press.
Praise the country. If you look at the country, if you wear Liberian, you pledge allegiance to your country. So help me God, and you fully believe you are Liberian by birth. You'll be angry with the country. You'll say, why are these people proceeding this kind of way? Every fabric of that society, they will sadden everybody. They will wish home. Anything that people want to do, they will do it because they don't want to relinquish power. So every fabric of that nation, whatsoever they were attacking, and they're serious about it. Starting from next year, it will be worse. Journalists forget it. If you want to throw them in jail, they didn't care. They're attacking everywhere. They wish hunting. They don't want to deliver the country. They won't develop. They won't govern the country. Prince is scary for our country. Prince, when I tell you, thank God, AB hosted me. It happening. Other country now, people fled. It happening. When I say there'll be nothing they call 2029, my words coming to pass. I'm a whistleblower now. I'm a Prince, I'm predicting that can happen. Not diverting this particular topic concerning freedom of press. But when they can bring down the legislature, the first branch of government, they move on elected speaker. They move an elected speaker. What's seen on that? They bring the first branch of government, the capital building. Oh no, Joseph Waka watch. So what if you're not able to do? So that when I come here and tell Liberian people, just share this video, they go to millions of people, you can share it to, they think I'm joking here. There'll be nothing they call 2029. I think God AB William brought me, and King's effing I lay I shock the country. I will just elaborate later on the platform because it's our platform. See what happened. See, I will make that little premise. See what happened in Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau is a narco country. That coup that happened in Guinea-Bissau was playing. What's the president? He body Nana. He says Senegal. Because he never wanted to relinquish power to the opposition bloc. So why? His general painted fake coup. It's a fake coup. Nothing else happened. Because they don't want, it's a narco country. Because it's a narco country with drugs. You Google anything, I'm a fact check anything you can tell about Guinea-Bissau. The whole country in Benin was also drugs. Drug laws rule the country. The hierarchy of the country, that's also drugs law. One of the greatest drugs country in Africa. Why? Because the similar thing will go, I'm projecting the similar thing that will go by in Liberia. When I see CDC parading all over the place and they say, oh, 2029, me, I'm still saying it. Now my prediction, probably I'm a lie, probably will not be true. But I know all my prediction. When I be so predicted, when you so tell people TP, this ahead of time to happen, there'll be nothing that got 2029. The military will seize our country. That's my belief. That's my prediction. Everybody got a way of thinking. We cannot see the pathway for 2029 because the Unity Party will never relinquish power. They know it. So look at the security apparatus. Priest, look at the security apparatus. Liberia, look at the security. Follett, the chief of staff. NSA boss is a former chief of staff. Zanga, they all they still working. They still working with government, police director, the whole security the EPS, all of them. They finish forming it. Let me read my followers here. When let me flow a little bit. When the chief of staff, President Joseph was chief of staff under George Weah, and Zanga was the defense minister. When George Weah left for Qatar for the World Cup, they see opposition group, majority. They sent text messages and audio to Zanga to overthrow George Weah. President, I will speak. The police direct, I mean, the NSA boss now, President Joseph, he still getting text messages. He still getting all the text messages for him to overthrow George Weah. He went on air and said he would never implement it. We have the text messages now. What are we rewarding? They're rewarding the NSA boss. A government that come to power, the former chief of staff, the former defense minister, all of them still working within this government. So it means that the military was divided at that time. They were not in the interest of the president. The president was the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, George Weah. So to the end of this rap, please I'll keep this video, that's my prediction. I hope it not happen. That's my prediction. By 2028, there was plenty of fake coup in Liberia. There were plenty of fake coup in Liberia. The military they will take part, they will overthrow. They put Bakari Ezra for medical reason. That's my thinking. That because I see what happened in Guinea-Bissau. I see similar things that can happen in Liberia. The military junta can take power, they will dissolve the parliament, they will dissolve the legislature. They will dissolve because they believe the legislature is a problem. If you saw the police fighting, the police and the military have argument in the country. When the bystander in that particular country, like Bureau was saying, we want the military. We want the military. It was a signal that anything that happened, the Liberia will embrace the military. So then they will delay 2029 because they don't want for Georgia to come in power. I tell people here, this is the only man are standing against the Unity Party is George. We are no other opposition, no disrespect to any opposition leader, but the only man. So the only way they can stop George Weah until they let the military to intervene in our country. The way the military intervened in Guinea-Bissau. I'll give you another similar scenario. It happened in Guinea, Dumbuya. The coup that took down Conte was a fake coup. Conte playing with Dumbuya. I live in Europe. Dumbuya was in the French military, the French gendarmerie, no matter how you call it. The president brought Dumbuya in Guinea-Conakry to quiet down protests in the country. Our Dumbuya job. Because the opposition was leading, so they don't want to relinquish power. Dumbuya, they flame a fake coup. Dumbuya overthrow Conte. Dumbuya pull Conte Ezra. Where is Conte today? Conte is in Guinea, I will speak. Because he was a surrogate. He brought him from Europe. So similar thing, like people not careful. The thing that people wishing for it will happen. That's my prediction. If they not take over by 2027, 2028, they will overthrow in Liberia. They will prolong it because they're scared for CDC to come by in power. They will dissolve. Like legislature, all our money doing, they will dissolve parliament. They will dissolve everybody. It will be a martial law. Military junta take over. What you will do? What you will do? But me, I see a blood buy in the country. At my prediction, I will see it will be a nasty blood bath in Monrovia if they do that. So I pray that the military will never intervene in our country. They will never intervene. What the opposition need to do now? What the opposition need to do now, the collaboration opposition, send a message to the White House, send a message to the European Union, send a message to ECOWAS. Because the overthrow that happened in Guinea-Bissau now. What ECOWAS doing? You know what is ECOWAS chairman now? You know what ECOWAS chairman? Malo Bio. Who is Malo Bio? It's a military ruler. You see, collaboration with Joseph Walker, he never seen George Weah. So you have to calculate. Similar thing like that will go down. Similar thing will happen in Senator too. Because Malo Bio will leave power. Malo Bio will never relinquish power, but you will let for the military to overthrow him. Please. I seen a train coming in Africa, in West Africa. They want some military to come back in power. So if Liberians are careful, the thing Liberian people are wishing for, they will delay that 2029 election. The military will take over, they will prolong it. Then after 3 years, they will say, oh, we will set up government. Then after 3 years, we'll bring it back to civilian rule. I pray that my prediction, I don't think out of the box, that my prediction, I will see it every time. I will think about it every time. That my prediction, I hope the Folle, the security apparatus, the Zianga, all of them, they shouldn't take part in Liberian politics. They shouldn't take part. They shouldn't let our democracy flow. Because the way they're ruling, and another thing that can happen again, they can set our interim government also. So that's my prediction. Maybe I'll be wrong, but y'all share this video.
So tomorrow you and I will talk on that more because there are too many things that we'll talk on. But my brother, Chokon, you are back. We are worried. There is a consistent attack on the press, the surrogates of this government. The latest coming from the speaker, Richard Kuhn, threatening that he's going to lock people up if they record him and etc. And now we are even getting another information. I just received this information from another journalist. Darius Doe, who can be on the spoon. Darius Doe. A police officer sent him a message. And in that message, the police officer is telling him, be very careful. And Darius is clear. Darius, he is clear with his side of the CDC. He is on the spoon. I think we all know Darius. And this police officer texted him and said, I will display it. Let me display it right here so that people can see. Here's the information. This police officer is called Paul Canning. I'm about to put the police officer picture up. This police officer texted Darius Doe and said, be careful. Let me just enlarge it so people can read and see it. Police officer. This is what the police officer sent to Darius. He said, be careful, brother. We are monitoring closely. Very soon, you will be arrested. This is what this guy is a unity partisan. He's in the police. I'm about to show you his picture. This is the poor guy, the police officer. This is him. This is the Paul Canning guy. This is the Paul Canning. He's in the police. A supporter of this particular regime. Let me just here he is. Here is he. This is the Paul Canning guy. This is the Paul Canning. Let me just bring you another photo of him in a campaign. Anyway, I'll bring it later. My brother, let's hear from you, Chokon. This is scary. The surrogates are now threatening of this government, are now threatening people who are critical of the government. What say you?
Senator Sherry, there are a lot of those text messages that I know. There are plenty. As for me, I've been physically attacked and spiritually attacked. but I got God on my side. The last time, the president ordered the police director to have me kidnapped at 2 FM during the second protest. That was during the Molus protest when I was serving as the chair on mobilization and recruitment. When the government noted that I was going to be, I am so influential and looking at my capacity to bring thousands of people to Chairman Molus protest, when they spoke to other people close to me for me to compromise the interests of my motorcyclists and all else that they thought that could work in their favor for me to be compromised. When they saw that I was somebody that committed and I could never and ever compromise the interests of the thousands of motorcyclists that depending on me, and can get rather, when it's Liberian alive, the only option they had was to kidnap me. I can't kidnap because I'm available. I'm open. The police director don't have my number. The justice minister don't have my number. Almost all of them, they have my number. They got their NSA officer everywhere. They know my home. They know where I go. If they had a arrest order for me, they could inform me. I was going to march at the police station with my lawyer. So what they did, while I was serving as guest on the closing argument at 2FM in Super Road, and not around 11 to 12, the guys surrounded the entire community with more than 25 police officers with guns. And when the community dweller came around, they pointed gun at them and told them to go back inside. That's what had me arrested. So, this is not strange. Like, they care. That is their plan. They want to do everything to have grip on power. They want to do everything to remain in power. And that's why they are going after people that are who are critical on them. Because their target is when they can't get you over, or when they can't get you over on their side, the next thing they want to do is to execute you, is to kill you. So these tactics are not strange because for some of us we are living in threat. That's why I always say this to my followers. If I die, God has agreed for me to die. But as for me and my household, we will never and ever compromise the interests of the Liberian people. Most especially the thousands of motorcycles out there who depend on us to speak for them and stand for them. So that threat going to Dara, you will receive a lot of them. When he's critical, when he's choose to stand by the Liberian people, you will be in fact at certain point they will go at your home. Because that's what they are noted for. See, guys are wicked. But why will you think a policeman will take low stick and stay on the road to knock the heads of innocent motorcyclists who pay their hard-earned money to rent on their back? They come and store over 14 million for motorcycles. They didn't stop there. But they banned them. They didn't stop there. They gave police people station, beat any mobile man here you see. Kill them, do anything you want to do to them. So that is a modus operandi. So I stay with Darius. I will call him, but he needs to be strong because these guys are wicked, because they are master in criminal Joseph Baka. He want to get rid of everybody that is associated with President We are. Most especially some of us who are sending friends of the Liberian people to defend them and speak for them. But it's a sad day in our country.
Wow. You know, this is scaring. And this is really, really, really concerning. The consistent attack on the press is something we should not overlook. Something is cooking in Liberia. You know, because of what we do here, there are certain things we are not supposed to say, and we just talk it some kind of way. But something is cooking in Liberia. Joseph Numa Boyka is trying the Liberian people. The system is trying the Liberian people. And they have tried the Liberian people on 4 different occasions. And they've succeeded in their try. And in their mind, they think that 2029 will be very easy. Let me give you an example. The first thing that happened that we overlooked and felt that it was a joke was when the police went to Kinjo,
Yes.
massacred the people. There was no investigation set up. No investigation. Nobody was brought to book for that. What was the crime? The people said the company was not living up to her commitment in showing that this social corporate responsibility are met. When the people came out for protest, they ordered the killing of our people in Kinjal, Grand Cape County. Nobody talked. Not even the U.S. embassy issued a statement. All of these embassies that we're talking about, European Union, blah, blah, none of them issued any statement. Nobody issued any statement. There was no serious political repercussion by any of these political parties, whether be it the CDC or whatever party. None of them took it serious. We just thought, so we send people there. The legislator, they send people there. Oh, the people don't go there. Oh, what happened here? And the people got their way. There was no serious repercussion from any, whether be it political, religion, or whatever institution. Nothing happened. That was the first track that the people know that we can find our way through. The second incident that happened, and maybe some of these things we overlook it, but it's really, really serious, was the issue of Mr. Boyka saying that he do not want Speaker Kofa to be Speaker of the House. Even though Honorable Kofa worked along with him in showing that the agenda to make Liberia better is something that he can respect, he can work with. But Joseph Numa Boyka said, I don't want him here or moving. The international community were there. ECOWAS went there to Liberia to tell him that there is a need for us to solve this thing. He said he wasn't listening. What he wanted was what he wanted. His hands were inside to the extent that his own justice minister misinterpreted the Supreme Court ruling. Was that justice minister punished by the court? No. Well, let you and I do something. They will tell us how, they will arrest us, they will put us behind bars. Joseph Numa Boyka got away with that. Nothing happened. These were serious offenses. Nothing happened. The third thing that happened that we saw was when President Weah was coming to the country. Seditionists went there in their peaceful mood, along with some other Liberians, along with some other members of the Unity Party. We saw what happened when he was denied using the VIP lodge, and they beat sedition to leave the streets. According to them, they said that NCC people were coming. They were getting $500 million for NCC. So sedition should not go and gather to receive their political leader. What happened? Nothing happened. We just thought on that field. Nothing happened. The fourth issue, fellow Liberian, was for Joseph Numa Boyka to remove those people from the tenure position. Those that ran to the court, they ran to the court. At the end of the day, what became of it? Nothing. The 5th, the march at the party headquarters broke it down. While the case is still in court. While the case is still in court, they broke it down. These are all signs that Liberian you should know that Joseph Newman Boyka have tested the people of Liberia on several occasions. And you know that he is frail, he is retired. Boyka don't want for a Jeremiah Kuhn to succeed him. Boyka would prefer his nephew, Fole, at the army to succeed him. Boyka is brave enough. This man is wicked. Boyka is a rebel, if you don't know. The kind of activity that Boyka now do in Africa is terrible. Like I said, some things we can say all. We are not in the position to say all. It's not that we don't know it, but because of other stuff, we can say so many things. Boyka is brave. Boyka is able to turn that country upside down because Boyka have seen. Look, let's be fair and be real here. You think we have real opposition to stop Boyka? We were very civil because we believe in the rule of law. Boyka can cause problem in our country and know that at the end of the day, he is dealing with people who politically are very sympathetic, who will call their supporter and say, let's sit down, let's talk, let's lead a team. We don't want for any life to be lost. Boyka is testing us. But the mistake that Boyka will make in his life is 2029. I think time is of essence and have caught up with us. But let's go to our brother Chokon. My brother Chokon, let's hear from you whatever you have on your plate as we try to retire from here.
So, thank you so much. Like you said, time, essence, and I would say this as a close. 2029, like I said, and I will say this again, it's not just in stone. 2029 is not promised. So Liberian, this enchanted Liberian, to our market here, who have been beaten on a daily basis as criminals, to our motorcyclists, that the government stole over 14 million US dollars from, beat them to buy driver lesson for 100 for 45 US dollars, even though they ride motorbike. Made them to pay 150 United States dollars in a struggling economy for insurance that offer no service to them. Made them to pay 50 US dollars for helmet. Made them to pay 4,000 Liberian dollars at the Liberian Basic Registry. Made them to pay 30 US dollars for shoes. Made them to pay 17 US dollars for view mirror. Made them to pay 22 US dollars for reflective jacket. Stay around, kill our people, and ban them from coming on the main street. If you think you're waiting for 2029 to pay your debt or to fight for your freedom, 2029 is not promised. So you supporters of the opposition, what are CDC, ANC, and the rest of them, that are hoping that 2029 is promised because of Baga misrule and bad governance, you need to have a 360 turnaround. 2029 is not promised. The future is now. Our own future has been damaged. Listen to me. At my age, I'm more than 35 years of age. If you compare my age to people in other countries, and you have PhD by now, I'm still struggling for elevation, for master. I've gone nowhere in my education. I'll go nowhere. There are people that are even older than me that have not even been able to graduate from high school because of people that blanca that destroy our country and destroy our future. Because our parents said they never wanted trouble and they were living their own way. God. That thing like bring everything to give of them one opportunity to see your face. It is not in an age and era. 2029 is not promised. The future is now. That thing you're talking when about 2029, when about 2029, what will be left for your children's future? Because for your future, it's already been damaged. What will be left? You need to think about it. Even the God that we serve, He said, suffer the way down to live. I can't vividly quote that scripture. But the Bible told us for us, it said, suffer the way down to live. Waka is a witch. And he's destroying your children's future. Waka was part of the generation that destroyed your future. In order to benefit, you turn your children's future over to him and you're destroying it. There is a time that you have at least a degree for this evil agenda of Waka to be disrupted. There is a time that Liberian stand up and disrupt the evil agenda of Mr. Waka. Start thinking about 2029 because 2029 is not promise. Stand up. Enough is enough. Let us think about our children's future. Stop thinking about 2029. Let us stand up now and disrupt the evil Waka man agenda. You know that they are all in the community. Try to identify them because when that time comes, and it was sure they come because this evil man called Waka continue to provoke us. And we will not allow him to damage our future. Stand up. December 17 is a scary for you to reclaim your future. For Waka to either lead or lead properly. And so, Mr. Prince, Sharif, Honorable Teacher, Weymouth, and our committed followers. So, Liberia, most especially our motorcycle who believe in my judgment and believe in my leadership. There's a time that you stand up and fight for Liberia. Don't do it for me. I'm out. Fight for your children's future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. My brother Jake, let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, the way my brother was talking, it moved me a little bit because, you know, they're a gullible society. Imagine the men say they spent over $14 million. Motorcycle in the whole Republic of Liberia spend that kind of huge amount of money. They may work at a lawyer, all the things they pay for, it's too painful. Then you're in that money. What is so much? You don't provide job for this country. No job. We fight all our country. These are the jobs, these people, job so all these things, they allow everything to slide. Let everybody live their life because we're 178 years old, whole country. We keep on a civil war. We're trying to rebuild our society. Then you come in, if you descend on this kind of people to not have that daily bread. Because through their work, they're feeding our families, so they're feeding our children sitting in the hospital. The youth are many in the Republic of Liberia, according to the statistics. They're the highest number, almost 60% or 65% of youth in the country. Then you can imagine the last one them that Shimon Greco come on that follower. So no Shimon there, they're not taking out of the banner. Why I tell people, and we know something in Europe, in America, I know about. You know, all the parents, all the children, they outside in the Western world. All of them children and their family also enjoying good school, going to the best hospital in here. Now, what a lot of conscious they everything, all that thing you're doing in Monrovia, and you're trying to descend on that country in a in a creative way, your family, they will know where other they address, they will know where other they live in, will know what each other here. We'll find them. Seriously. If you try to, because it took better for Prince, what the boss saying here. All our millions of dollars that people spend. What is so much in Morocco? If you multiply flying the country, what's so much about it? What's so much? You set them up, all the flesh jacket, all these things then you stole all that amount of money. Then you silence everybody. Then you look at the drugs engulfing the nation. The people are taking themselves out of poverty because of no job. Nobody come in the country to invest in the country. Because the way of life, no electricity, no all these things. We're trying to put them together. So children are plenty for you. But just be watching your back. Watch your back. Seriously, watch your back. Your critical force. Don't go to gallery, especially the Christmas period are coming. You must notice yourself. Don't just go to places. Yeah, the country is dangerous. The Unity Party are dangerous type of people. So, Prince, nothing much to say. Yeah, we'll come. Maybe you will come one-on-one. Oh, it's so sad. So I don't have a too pitiful one. And you put yourself in that same condition. Yeah, you won't. If some people, there are strong people, there are strong motorcyclists. I respect them and salute them. But some people that are no. If they don't want to live anymore, they don't want to live anymore because of all the disadvantage. They will do dangerous things in our country. Well, salute to you. Keep the courage. Just be yourself. All that threatening thing. Just be vigilant. Be vigilant. Don't just answer unknowing call. Yeah, the country is risky. The United Party, they don't allow they don't tolerate. They don't have debate. They like to eliminate people that are job because they love power. So they like to eliminate people that are work, that are playing. Yeah. I say I've been threatened too. Yeah, from over when I went on AB show a few days. I said some people, they can't direct it to me, but they pass to some people, yeah, to say, but who that guy was talking? Who they got? So a different ball game, you know. We fear nothing. Life goes on. We got to talk about our country. We got to put that plane in the hell of town. We got to leak that plane in the hell of town. What in the making? Because anything that will happen to that country, it will put the country in a bad shape. Yeah, the country will go bend rock. Seriously, we don't even have money. Then we might not even play. I pray nothing ugly should happen. That the process go on. That's what democracy stay. You can come on long way. United Nations spend over millions of dollars, billions of dollars, probably billions through early all these things. We come from a long way. Our process the best in West Africa right now. So, but the way the president leading, I believe the president is in control. Only the surrogate are in control because the president is old. So they won't have grip on power. Not the president, because the president not running 2029. He's not running. And they believe nobody can win George Weah. They believe Jeremiah Kun cannot win George Weah. And they're thinking, who can replace Joseph Boakai within the Unity Party? They don't have somebody really ready to replace Joseph Boakai. That they're thinking. They don't have nobody popular to replace Joseph Boakai. They don't believe in Jeremiah Kun because he's not a member of the CDC. He's not a member of the Unity Party. He came from the MDR and the CDC side. Jeremiah Kun had lineage with the CDC and the MDR. So they don't believe that. They don't believe in Jeremiah Kun because when Jeremiah Kun come to power, what will happen? He will dismiss everybody. He will dismiss all of them. Imagine 59 people from Lofa County in the government. So what does that signal to the Liberian people? It's a tribal government, tribal government, 59 to 60 in high position. Hierarchy of the Unity Party, so are they. In that position. So to eliminate them, it's another tribal team coming. They said Dowa tribal men. No, the Southeast has 5 to 65 counties. Southeast. Even Georgia, they said Georgia, but no, we look at the president agenda now. So Lofian, look at the security apparatus. Look at all of them. All those are Gafan controlling the money, the military control by Follett. All of them. So the pathway to 2029 is slim for me. For real. So, Prince, yeah, you can close it on. Then we'll come on. Me and you will come on. I'll get a lot of things to say more. You mute.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. Well, fellow Liberians, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you for being here with us for the past 2 hours. We want to encourage you to join us on Kings FM, Face the Issue, where we are continuing the discussion. What is happening now, dealing with these people, you don't have to rest. It has to be a continual process of exposing their evil deeds. And we depend on you to ensure that the message go wide and far.
Yeah.
We are depending on you to ensure that when you hear these messages, you pass it over. The more these messages go across, is the more awareness you create.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you make them to know that you know their game. You know, when you employed a mechanism where you can be able to protect yourself, even the person who wants to harm you, they will be careful when they are coming around you because they know that, man, and I got common mail. The person will be afraid. So the more we discuss, the more we expose these people, the more we show their deeds to the Liberian people. I don't know, but in my mind, I believe they will have a 360. They will think, even though they will not think to ensure that they carry on development that will impact your life, but their evil plan of trying to do anything diabolic that will derail the process of democracy that we own and peace, to some extent, they will be afraid and they will make a U-turn. But again, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you who take up the time. Those of you who agree with us, those of you who have critical views, you feel very uncomfortable with what we are saying here, but you choose to be here to disagree with us. We also want to thank you. This is the kind of environment that we want. As you've come here, you are learning. You are changing. Something in you is changing. You will not show it here, but I know you've been touched by what we said today. So join us on every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the Redemption Hour. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on Twitter, we are on, sorry, we don't get Twitter, we get X now, and almost all of the platforms. Until we meet again, my people, have yourself a
Salute.
God-blessed day and join us on the Face the Issue Kings FM. Bye from our end.
Yeah, Baba.